Alright guys, Rxllout here, welcome back to another quick easy video tutorial sort of thing. Now this time we're going to be going over basically just making a UK drill beat, again I know in without any Midis, so just from scratch basically. Well, I say without any Midis, we are going to use one, but it's not, you know, chords or anything. It is just a scale, and the scale we're going to use is the C Phrygian. Let's try that. If it doesn't work, we can try another one, no problem there. So let's put it, instead of C, let's move it to maybe right. So to do this, if you're wondering, we're just going to take it from the bottom note here, which is a C. We're going to Control Alt and then put it up to maybe F sharp or something, you know, a very dark sounding scale, and we'll just start putting in some notes. So the notes we put in, first one is obviously F sharp because that is the scale we're in. We're going to go up 1, 2. Now I'm going to be going over more in-depth kind of music theory here, you know, to show you guys, because the last guy, someone commented and basically said, you know, we want you doing it without MIDI, so here I am. We're going to put, so if we've got the first note, the first chord here, by the way, if this is, you already know this stuff, feel free to skip ahead or whatever, it's fine, but we're going to maybe take out some of the high end. So that's the first note, which is basically we got that by just skipping every, like, I'll explain it quickly for people who don't know. So we're in F sharp, Phrygian. We have a note in the mid, like these white notes are basically ghost notes that show the scale. We have put the scale into a separate channel so it shows in the ghost notes, blah blah blah. So we skip the first note we see, and then we go into the second one. Makes a chord like that. We skip B and then go up to C sharp. Makes a chord. Now we can get rid of the center one as well to make it a bit more sparse, a bit kind of empty, a more darker feeling. Then we can move this across again and bring it down. We can play with the chords here, see what we like as well, but it doesn't all have to be, you know, set in stone. And again, if we're wanting, let's say we're wanting maybe bass notes, like kind of to, you know, pad the piano out a bit, we're going to go down to F sharp again to kind of give it a bit more, you know, oomph. And we can draw in chords and notes here, melodies. As long as we've got the chords, we can kind of mess with the scale and see what we like, apart from that. So since these top notes are descending, which means going down, we can make this go up and then down again like this. It sounds weird, just move it, it's fine. That note sounds weird, so I'm just going to drag this one out. And then we can drag these across. And now we have the higher octaves basically to put melodies in and stuff like that. We can also do it in here if we're wanting to, but the melodies, again, we just want something kind of simple, repeating. If you listen to chords, you've done chords, you can hear in your head basically what you're wanting to put there, if that makes sense. So if you listen, so if I just say that in my head, like go like it already, like I can just fit the notes in. And again, we could have like the first part. Wait, so remember this is on C sharp. This note here starts on C sharp, so we have to remember that. Put it up an octave. We are going to use these, and we're going to pull these across like this, and then delete them, and then we're going to add, whoops, by hitting Control Shift and highlighting all of these and then deleting them. We can then move these across here. So basically it's got contrast, so it's slow at the start and then it picks up a bit. But it's still, you know, the same chords and stuff. It's just there's notes in between. And that should give you a nice sounding chord progression to start with, at least, before you do anything. Of course we can add in some pads now, like, I don't know, I think I've got some pads and presets here that sound good. We could try this. Turn it down a bit, copy these, but again, we don't really want melodies. When we're using pads and things like that, we don't want melodies because, you know, it messes it up. So with pads, make sure, and we don't really need lower notes either, so we just have the pads very simple. I think this pad's too harsh, so we're going to add in maybe a pluck. Let's put it up an octave as well. And we're going to take out the low end of this. Let's just quickly grab. And even, I think there's too much delay on this as well, so we're going to turn the mix down of the delay. And we can even arpeggiate this. Say we wanted an arpeggio here, we could just turn on the arpeggio mode in Nexus and, you know, now with the piano, we can pan the piano 30% left and then pan the arpeggio 30% right. Now what this is going to do, puts each sound in its own sphere, I don't know, frequency range. And because we took out some of the high end of the piano, at least I think we did, yeah we did, and some of the low end of the arpeggio, they will probably sound fine together now. Okay, so that sounds good, and basically that just came from simple chords. Again, simple chords, simple progressions. We don't want to overdo it or like make things insanely hard, because that's what I see a lot of producers do, and it doesn't help anything. It just makes things more cluttered, and for the artist to basically just not want to jump on it because it sounds, you know, insane. It sounds like too much for them. And again, with stuff like 808s, etc., they're very simple. We can just copy the bass notes as well, for like, or the top melody here. We can hit Control C from this, and then we're going to go to the piano roll on the 808, and then hit Control C here. Now, of course, we don't want the pad or the, like, we don't want this too high octave because obviously it's an 808. It needs to be in the bass frequencies. So it's still too high, so we're going to lower it again. And again, even though we have copied, basically, even though we've copied it from the chords, we can still manipulate it and play about with it here to give it a more, you know, UK style. Okay, now if it does that, go right click it here and then hit cut itself. Gonna add like a slide note just going down here, see how it sounds. Apologies for the horrible noise. So the piano needs a little bit more low end taken out. Now again, if we add in, now I would in any other video I would basically just add in some, you know, hat midis to make this go a lot quicker, but I will go over the hat midis because people are struggling with it, and it's kind of, you know, it's more complicated than it looks. So. Okay, so the hi-hats. So what we have here, I mean, it's obviously if we hit Control L, it should snap to the grid. Like you can see very clearly here, it's mostly on 4 steps, 2 steps, and it's just got a bounce. Like it doesn't play on beat. Like with most trap, what you'll hear is this. I mean, just fill each 2 steps. I mean, it's cool, but it doesn't have the bounce that UK drill has. So we're just wanting to like think offbeat, like. So if we go. And with the hi-hats as well, lower the velocity on some of these so it doesn't sound too robotic. Again, if these are the worst UK drill hats you've ever heard, I apologise. I'm not like amazing at them. And you'll see these are just, like I said, on 4 beats and things like 2 steps, but they're playing off beat, like they're not just do. So I'm going to get rid of that and just put a like a 1, 2, 3. And we can put the really fast none roll. That's in. What a weird thing to say. So you'll notice they're like in that the hi-hats take ages, like they're not easy to do. But most of it's like do like 1 2 3. So you'll see 3 notes here played after each other, 3 notes here, and just jumps in between. Of course, this isn't the best sounding progression of hi-hats, but again, we can time switch it as well. So if we go to the wrench tool on the hi-hats, we can shift it across a bit. So that's the hi-hats, that's the kicks. Again, the kicks are very simple. The kicks, you just want it to punch, like when it hits, boom. And you'll just basically play the beat in your head, boom. Bum, 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 bum. Another one there. Easy as that. It's not some wizardry, it's not some, you know, confusing thing. It's just it's kind of just playing what your ear hears. Like, that's as simple as it gets. You don't want to copy other people, you don't want to be doing what other people are doing. Think what you want to put in and put it in. Basically as simple as that. And we can even say we wanted to do that, the basic trap hats here as well. We can, it's not forbidden. I mean, we can also like pan these by hitting Alt R and then putting the velocity. Yeah, we can mess with the velocity a bit, but panning them to each side. Again, we can do little snare rolls at the end if we want. But I mean, that's kind of the basics of UK drill. Again, if we can, you know, split the channel and quickly arrange this. Again, I don't know what this video is going to be. I don't even know the title of it before I put it out, but I just wanted to make it because a lot of people were like, I put out a lot of videos of UK drill, and hopefully you're learning something. Hopefully you're learning as I am, because I'm kind of new to this style as well. But everything I'm learning, I'm sharing with you guys. So remember to like and share and subscribe and all that stuff, because yeah, like lots more people could see this. Lots more people could start making this music. It could blow up even more for the UK scene, and even in you know, America and stuff. You could start a new genre or something. I don't know. Let's get a very, very quiet pad here, because the piano sounds kind of sparse and bare on its own. So if we add something like, I don't know, Highland pad maybe, because I'm from Scotland. Haha, haha, everyone laughs. Everyone's having a good laugh, right? Anyway, let's put in the chords here. Now the chords we have copied from the, let's copy it from the Sitco pluck, because it's it should work better that way, because there are no melody notes. Put it down an octave or two. EQ it a bit, turn it down, make it kind of just in the background. We don't want it, you know, overbearing. And let's take like this. So that should be the video, guys. Again, I'm not sure what I'm going to call it before I make this, but I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like. The kits are still available and will be available until the end of the month. The 2-for-1 code is Rxllout2-for-1. I will leave it in the description. But yeah, make sure you grab that. Make sure everything's good. And yeah, take care, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one I do.